All right, so you for this question, number 7, you want to look at what the question is asking. So it wants you to estimate the probability that Anne scores more points than Bob. So in order to be able to do this, you need to know the distribution of the combination of Anne's normal distribution and Bob's normal distribution. The way to think of this is thinking about when Anne is greater than Bob, and so a way to look into this is looking for the distribution of A minus B, where A is Anne's distribution and Bob's distribution would be B. So A minus B, um, we want to find that distribution. And we know that Anne's distribution is normally distributed with a mean of, what do we have here, 28, and a standard deviation of, what do we have, 8. Okay, and Bob, we have a normal distribution with a mean of 30 and a standard deviation of 6. Okay, so what's nice is we need this piece of information. We need to know that they're independent. Okay, so Anne and Bob's scores are independent of each other, so we can determine the distribution of A minus B, and this would be normally distributed. And it might be nice to have subscripts, so A and B, once you get into the calculations. But we want to figure out mu of A minus B, and we want to figure out what that's equal to. And we want to know the distribution of, or the standard deviation of A minus B. And combining variables, we have the ability to find, using equations being independent, we have the ability to deal with standard deviation or variance. Standard deviation is square root of variance. But either way, we have the ability to use the calculations involving independent. And so I think you know what to do with this. But this is the distribution we want to build, the distribution of A minus B. And from here, you may realize this now, but we want to find the probability. The question is asking, when will Anne score be more or the probability that Anne scores more points than Bob. So the probability that A minus B, if Anne scores more than Bob, then A minus B is greater than 0. That's what we're trying to find. So in order to find Anne minus Bob's score, if Anne scores more than Bob, then being greater than 0, we need to know the distribution of A minus B, to find a probability involving A minus B. So that's why we need to find this distribution here with using the given values up above for A and B individually to find the distribution of A minus B. So hopefully this makes sense. So you know how to deal with normal distributions with the given mean and a given standard deviation. And so you should be able to find this probability pretty easily. The hard part is just using the properties, or even knowing to go in this direction. So I've gone through the hard parts. You just need to now use the appropriate formulas to find this distribution A minus B and proceed and find the probability. So I'll leave it at this. If you have any other concerns, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to help.